Hello and welcome to the National Cat Adoption Centre. I'm here with Avril, our Senior Cat Care Assistant, and the lovely Dante, and today we are going to show you how we do an admittance health check. We do an admittance health check on every cat that comes into care before they go into their pen, so we'll show you what we do.
The first thing we do is pop him on the scales to get a weight, so we know how much flea and worming treatment to give him. There you go, little man. Pop him on the scales. Good boy. So it's 4.25 kilograms. There's a good boy. And then we'll check him over and we'll do a little health check. So initially we'll start from this end and work down, but we'll check him over. So we'll check his ears, beautifully clean ears. What we're looking for is any discharge or blood or foreign objects that could be in there. And if his ears were dirty, we'd give them a little clean at the time, but his beautiful ears. Then we'll check his eyes, and again we're checking for any foreign objects that could be in there, for any blood, for any discharge, for any soreness. And he's got lovely eyes, this little fella. And we'll do the same with his nose, so we're checking for the same things. He's absolutely beautiful. There's no blood, no discharge. His lovely little nose. And then we'll check his mouth, so we're going to check his teeth. Little bit of tartar there on his teeth. And the other side, we'll do the same the other side. Good boy. And then we're going to check inside his mouth, so we're going to look at his tongue and the roof of his mouth, just to make sure that everything's all healthy and as it should be. There's no ulcers or anything that shouldn't be there. Good boy. And then we would clip his claws. We're not actually going to clip his claws today because they have already been done, but we'll just take the ends of his claws here, being really careful not to catch the quick, which is the pink area in there, because that is a blood supply and we don't want to make him bleed or make him really uncomfortable. So if you actually have not cut your cat's claws before and you feel it needs doing, then I suggest you take your cat to the vet. We then check down his body just to make sure there's no lumps or bumps or anything that shouldn't be there, any abscesses, everything's as it is, no broken bones or anything like that. And then Emily will check his bottom.
So we'll then check down the back legs, along the tail, to make sure there's no signs of obvious discomfort or any breakages. We would then check his bottom, just make sure there's no discharge, it doesn't look sore at all, and also ensure his sex, so just make sure that he's a male. And we do have a little sexing chart here which just shows you how to tell the difference. So with the male on the left, there is a larger gap between the anus and the genital area than there is in a female, so we can tell that way.
Okay, we would then give him a scan, so we'll get our microchip reader, give him a scan. He has already got a chip, so if he hadn't got a chip we would actually microchip him with this gun here, little microchipping gun and a chip. Obviously I won't do it today, it's already been done. And what we'll do is, it's quite a big needle, but then we pop that into the scruff of his neck, push that out, and that is actually the tiny microchip that sits in the scruff of his neck. That is there forever, so he has an identity. It's really important to microchip your cats because we have many strays that come in here that aren't microchipped. So with a chip we can trace the owners and return the cat to their loved ones. We would also do a bit of a wood slamping on him as well. So wood slamping is just testing for ringworm. We do this to every cat that comes in. It's just an ultraviolet light that we shine over the cat right the way over his body. We would normally do this in the dark, but due to filming today we'll keep the lights on. And the ringworm likes really warm, damp areas, so we're checking ears, checking his nose, all down his body, checking in between his toes. And ringworm, if it is present, will shine bright apple green. There we are, and all down his body we would do, and on his bottom area as well. Ringworm is what we call zoonotic, which is transferable to people as well as other animals. And there's a little chart here that does show you what we're looking for in the way of ringworm. Some ringworm doesn't glow, so we are looking for scabby bits. Ringworms is not a worm, it is actually a fungal infection. and it's transferred via spores. So it's really important that we do this with the cats, because if there's any sign of that, our cats will go into our isolation wing, so they're not transferring the disease onto other cats in our care. We would then deflea and deworm. Dante. He's already been done, but we would just a little spot-on treatment that we put on the back of the cat's neck. Doesn't cause them any harm or anything, and that makes sure that there's no parasites on the cat at all. So that's how we will do the admitting process. And now back to Emily.
So if you need any further information about how to health check your cat at home, we would always recommend that you take advice from your vet. If you did have any questions with regards to the rehoming process any further, do contact us on 01825 741 330 or go to our website www.cats.org.uk. Thank you for watching.